G'day Hammerheads, welcome back, and today we're going to be doing some DIY with this thing. And no, that's not a heat gun, that is actually the Bosch EasyHammer hammer drill driver thingo. Anyway, let's see how it goes. Okay, so she comes with this nice padded case and comes with a little selection of bits, so mostly driver bits. That one's a masonry bit, and it looks like the blue one is one of those drill anything bits, or like a tile drilling bit. So you'll notice that these bits are actually 1/4 inch hex, and despite this thing looking like an SDS chuck, I mean, I guess it's a hex chuck, isn't it? Oh yeah, there you go, pretty good. So it has hammer drill mode. Does it hammer? Nope. And it is USB rechargeable. Look at that, USB-C as well. None of that micro USB rubbish. So we saw the light. I do like that. And back here is the battery indicator. That actually changes color down to yellow and then red when the battery's empty. So according to the box, this thing is like the lowest level of 3 by the looks of it. We actually saw the universal hammer recently, so go check out that video. Looks like EasyHammer is really, I don't know, small, convenient, and I guess USB rechargeable tools, and advanced. I don't know, haven't seen those ones yet. But yeah, she looks like a heat gun. I do quite like the styling. Now, it doesn't feel very nice in the hand. That's not rubberized, and it's sort of just a big chode of a thing. You'd think I'd be used to that by now. Anyway, looks a bit like a IKEA kind of tool. Let's get drilling. Okay, I'm just going to use the provided 6mm masonry bit here. They say it can drill up to 10mm, but I don't have a hex shank 10mm bit, so let's just see how the provided ones go. Set to hammer mode. Geez, it doesn't rev very fast. We'll drill very fast. Yeah, not very fast, but it worked. Besser brick. So if you're drilling through a wall, expect it to get through that pretty quickly. Okay, here's a big block of concrete. This is what I've been testing with my rotary hammers. You can see they're like 26mm holes there. So that's not too bad actually. That's kind of more like a tiny rotary hammer. And you'll see that like concrete actually has aggregate in it. So although a hammer drill, a normal hammer drill, can get through that sort of stuff pretty easily, once it starts hitting the rocks in actual concrete, it'll really suffer. But this little guy, half a joule of impact they reckon it has, so it's about half as strong as a normal 12-volt rotary hammer. Still got through actual concrete pretty well. And guys, you know me, I got to drill that rock as well. So here's a bit of granite, and let's see how it handles that. So with the 6mm bit on there, that handled that pretty well. I'm impressed actually. Now this little thing does seem to be an actual electro-pneumatic hammer mechanism in there. It has that little bit of a chin, which is what a big rotary hammer normally has, even though it's got a different chuck on there. So that's in contrast to the other small hammer drill-ish sort of things like your slammer drills and things like that. They tend to have a small spring-driven hammer mechanism in there, but pretty sure that's actually pneumatic in there. And with 0.5 joules of impact force, this is hitting about half as hard as a normal 12 volt SDS rotary hammer. Bosch doesn't make one of those, but you've seen plenty of that on my channel, so go check those out. Now this little guy I think is also meant to be a bit of just a general sort of drill driver thing too. I think it's going to be fine as a driver, probably revs a little slow for a drill, but why don't we give it a shot. So this is the other, I guess, drill anything bit. We'll see if that works in wood. Okay, so you can't necessarily just push the bit in. Drill only mode. Oh yeah, look at that. Nice. All right. Sorry. Let me get the light on. So that is a sharpened carbide bit on there. So it's meant to be like a universal drilling bit. Works well in wood. Okay, so let's do some driving. 10 gauge timber screw, Phillips bit. Not too shabby. Yeah, let's see if you can get her out. Yep. So that's got quite a lot of torque on there. It sounds like this is a brushless motor as well, which is pretty impressive for this tiny little thing. And so far, the battery indicator is above 50% because it's still going green. All right guys, so overall I'm actually pretty impressed with this little thing. It seems like a really nice, convenient thing to just have in your drawer. They've definitely got a nice case to just, you know, stick in your linen closet or whatever. So maybe if you've got an apartment or you're just new to power tools in general, you're not sure if you want to drill, I think that's actually going to be really handy for you. It feels just like a really basic little driver. I think it's going to be fine for, you know, even assembling furniture and stuff. It's got quite a lot of torque by the feel of it, but it's easy to control. Look at that. Look how slow you can drive that. So if you're putting together your IKEA furniture or something like that, as long as you go slow, I reckon she'll be really nice for that. It's, you know, it's small, it's light, USB rechargeable, so you can't change the battery, but, you know, it's not really that kind of tool. This is designed for small domestic jobs. If you're just going to whip it out, do some damage, and put it back in, I reckon it's going to be real good. Interestingly, it sounds like it actually runs slower in reverse. So that's probably going to be giving it more torque for releasing screws and also just give you more control for doing that kind of thing. So that's really cool, very clever design. So they've kind of done the controls more electronically than mechanically as you would have in like a normal drill driver. All up, I reckon this is going to be a really handy tool for a lot of you out there. I like it. Not exactly going to be taking out bolting rock climbs with it in a hurry, but I think this is going to be a really nice, versatile little tool. Just make sure that if you're going to buy other drill bits for it, you get the hex, 1/4 inch hex. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. Scratch yous later. Very cool.